Hello, welcome to the next video in the Full Stack Developer series. In this video, we will continue working with enums using the converter annotation. So this approach allows us to fully control how enum values are stored in the database. So now just go back to the previous example and go to the role class. We will change this class a little. Now we will custom how the enum values here will be stored in the database. So we need to create a value that we will use to store. We will create a value string named row. This is the string value, so we can use it to store easily. And we also need to create a constructor method. The constructor in enum is not allowed to use the modified public, so we need to change it to private row with a parameter string row, and we will put the field row by the row value. Okay, because we just create a constructor with the one parameter for the enum values, so we need to put the constructor for the values that we defined before. Okay. So because we can control how the enum's value can be stored in the database, so we can put anything in the constructor. It's up to you, okay? For me, I will make them shorter. For the admin, I will change it to AD. For the poster, we change it to PO. And for the order, we change it to OT. Okay. And because the row is a private field, so we also need to create a getter for it. We need to create a public method to get the row, return the row. And we also need to create a utility functions that convert the string value to the enum. Okay, so we will create a method started. We return a row name to enum, and we put a parameter SQL string, because we will use the row string here to store in the database, so we can call it SQL string to clearly understand what does it mean. Alright, and then here we need to go through all the values in the enum value list to check to find what enum we need to return. Just use a for loop here. Item in the rows values. So the method values will provide the list of enum values. So we can check on that list to find out what enum to be returned. Alright. So we can check if the item get row equal the SQL string. If they are the same, we can return the item. Okay. If there are no any item that satisfy the input parameter, we can return the no here for safety. Alright, let's go back to before we go back to the user to modify it, we need to create a class for the converter. Okay, for clean, for the better management of the project, we need to create a new package. We create a new package named converter, and inside the package converter, just create a Java class and put the name is role. Okay, user role converter, like this. And this class will implement a class, an interface named attribute converter with the Enum in Java is the role class. And the data type in SQL is string. You can see the attribute converter comes from the Java persistent. Okay, and yeah, we wrong number of the type argument. Okay, just row. Okay, just put the row here, and you need to override all the method that the interface attribute converter provided. So you can click on this bow and choose the implement method, or you can manually write them in your class. And here we have two classes. Two methods. The first method used to convert to the database column. This used when we store an enum into the database. So Hibernate will use the method to guess the value to store in the table in the database. And the second method we use to convert from the SQL string to the entity attribute. So Hibernate will use this method to convert the string get from the value get from the database, get from the table, and they will convert them into your enum. Okay, so all we need to do is custom these methods. We will change it a little bit. So for the first one, we would code like this. First, we need to check if the row equal no. Just return no, and if not, we'll return the row get row. Okay, so this method will return the value that the row saved inside. And then for the second method, I also check if the SQL string is no, we return no also. And if not, we return the row to enum, the method that we used to that we row before. And for the method, we just put the SQL string inside it. And yes, that yeah, before we leave this class, don't forget to put the annotation converter annotation on the class, and put the attribute out to apply equals true here, and go back to the user. For the row, we will remove the enumerated method, enumerated annotation, and change it to use convert, not converter, right? Converter, it only using the for the converter class, and in your entity you need to use the convert annotation. And for the convert annotation, we need to set the attribute converter. So this will indicate that what the converter that the Hibernate will use for this entity. So just get the user role converter for here. Alright, very easy, right? And let's go back to the database and reset it again to get the initialize. Okay, go back to the app class and alright, just run, because we already have some code that inserts the some user inside the database. Just run it. If you first you first seen this video, I recommend that you need to go some previous videos so that you can easier to get the code that we have in progress before. Alright, after the app runs successfully, just go back to the Backend to check the result. And now just run the select on from user, run it, and see, yeah, you can see the row column now just show you the value like OT, like AD, like PO that we have changed it in the row Enum. Okay, they are come from here. Alright, very easy, right? So I think that's all for today's lessons. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you and see you in the next video.